Hey guys, and welcome back to another DrAce live stream, and today we're going to be continuing on with round 2. The screen didn't pop up until now. Yes, we're going to be continuing on with our DrAce BSB live stream. It's going to be round 2 in Donington Park GP circuit. Just waiting for a few more riders to join us, and then we can make a statement. This is going to be a good one, I think. Got some very fast riders and a terrific track. This should be damn wild. Quick hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Caspar MGP. Dalton Johns, who's going to be reserve rider no more. He's going to be joining us tonight in the race. You can see him there, Sparky Man 878 in the lobby right now. Pedro Jr., hello, dude. Welcome to the stream. Ghost FRL, what's going on? Hello, dude. Welcome. Kathy, hello. Furhat, Gentleman Driver. Ricker, Andy Yates, of course, the man who's going to be sponsoring this championship with a prize at the end of when all is said and done. And finally, hello to our German Rational in the chat. And finally as well, Charlie Nevin. Hello, good to see you, dude. So, just waiting for a couple more riders. Sacred Meerkat is yet to appear. Send him another invitation in a moment. Quick check to make sure the sound is working, and it is. And I think we're about good to go. Now, I've made a few adjustments to the stream. I do hope the quality is better. If there's any issues, just let me know and I'll try and change things as they go. I don't see any particular issues right now, but we aren't really doing anything, so I guess it's not too bad. I have already sent you an invitation, Race Boy. You should have already received it, but I can send you a fresh one nonetheless. Now, I just need to make sure that everyone is here. Fernandez doesn't seem to be here yet. Yes, that's right. Yep, Furhat. Good timing there, mate. Actually, I was just looking at Fernandez's name. Just make sure everyone's here. I think we should have close to a full lobby, which looks like to be the case. Very, very close indeed. Now, I think that is everyone. So we're going to be doing a 600cc RM race first, of course. From our championship leader to Sacred Meerkat, Fernandez in second. And, of course, the surprise jackhammer crashing a few times in the race last time out. Just noticed a slight issue with the font on something there. It's kind of bugging me, so I guess I'll have to not look at that as much as I should be doing. But yes, how is everyone doing today? Is everyone looking forward to it and excited for another session here in the BSB Championship? Now, I've done the intro video that you've seen probably last time. Now, I haven't done it for the 600s, I've only done it for the 1000s, and I did have to remove a few people because unfortunately we aren't going to be getting Long Boy Dan tonight, and we aren't going to be getting Scrump, which was 2 riders which we originally planned for in the championship. And shout out to Jay, he sent me some great images today. He's of course joined our stream today. And that, my friends, is a full lobby. So, excuse my counting, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 looks to be 11 plus myself. That is kind of annoying. I always thought it was 12 plus 1, but I guess 11 plus 1 is still sufficient. So I think I'm pretty good to go, but we will explain the qualifying session because you can't really do a qualifying in Ride 4. So what we've had to do instead is to do a 600cc qualifying where we're going to be doing a race which is 4 laps long but without tyre wear, and trying to use those 4 laps as a chance to get the fastest laps. Now, Sergio has just said, where is Baruch? Are we one person over? Is this going to be the issue tonight? I'm not actually sure who Baruch is, to be honest with you. Let me check the Discord server. And yeah, I totally agree. The Ride 4 lobby system is pants, because the worst thing about it is that we're going to do a lobby, start it up, but if there's any issues we have to back out and we lose everything we've already had, so it's a damn pain in the arse when that happens. And also, let me know, what do we think regarding an 8 PM start for the championship? A lot of the guys struggling to get into the stream at 6 PM, unfortunately, so we have had to change things over. So, Sergio23, of course, our legendary Belgian who's made all the liveries. He's mentioned that Baruch, and I'm a little bit confused on who we are missing. I don't know why the PS4 and the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles get 20 riders. That was one of the first videos I did for Sergio, actually, or at least that's one of the first videos he's seen, where I ranted at the fact that PC could be more than capable of doing it, but yet we couldn't seem to have it. So, yes. Maybe he fell asleep indeed, Sergio. Maybe he did. So then, everyone's going to choose their bikes. Qualifying for this one. Then I'll need to take a screenshot to make sure everyone is in the right position. Big shout out to our championship leader, Sacred Meerkat. He has been doing a BSB championship on Xbox, but of course, if he did watch that, it was a disaster. No fault of his own, of course, but the milestone servers on consoles suck. Yet, I don't want anything like that to happen tonight, so fingers crossed there's been no issues. Certainly don't want to jinx it. Let's keep an eye out for Meerkat in today's Grand Prix. If everyone is going to choose their liveries and their bikes that they have been deduced for this championship, and away we go. So 4-lap sprint race, 4-lap qualifying race, but it is not a race as such. It's going to be qualifying, fastest lap time will take pole position, and the lap times will continue from there. So regarding the voice today, I should be okay. I don't think I'm going to have too much issues. I do feel like I need to cough soon. There you go. But we're on the mend, ladies and gentlemen. Amox are still into the maximum, and we should be back to full health soon. A quick mention of Furhat on the Ninja ZX6R RM from 2005. Groovy Roovy made a comment. Only MV. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but hello, welcome to the stream. Once everyone's chosen their tyres, we should be good to go. So I am ready for this. Definitely ready and prepared to see what happens here in Donington Park. Of course, track that's not that particularly far away from me. Not exactly my home track, but I gotta say I do love the circuit of Donington Park. So Furhat will start off, but of course, it doesn't matter regarding position. It only matters what lap times we get. So let's see what happens. Some race point at the back. Jay, Sparky Man, and of course plenty of other riders. All these liveries are made from Sergio 23, so if you are interested... Oh, contact into the first corner. What the hell happened there? That's... I don't know who took out Sergio 23, but that's not a great start to this session. So let's get to the front and watch Jackhammer 67. Let's watch him put the hammer down here in Donington Park. Now, I made a miscalculation with our number 67. I thought this was his home round, but it turns out he was triumphed from last time on the 1000cc at home in Alton Park. So Jackhammer is going to start putting the hammer down. And now Fernandez in second position. You can see number 99 in second place. I've got to be honest with you, I think my favourite for this one is Fernandez. I don't know what it is, but I think he's got a lot to prove from last week, not having the best of races. Okay, we had a bit of a mishap in the qualifying. He was a little bit perturbed, but I think Fernandez is going to bounce back, and we've got to see what the number 99 can do. But coming behind, we have Rational coming out of the foggy S's. The German, the number 73, on the Bennett's British Superbike, but it's for the 600cc, of course, the GSX 600. Quick check on our Brazilian ace. Looks like he's just been overtaken there by Sparky Man, unless Sparky Man is trying to find an opportunity to get a bit of clear track. But Mad Max ahead of him, the number 56, the Brazilian ace, rocking the only Brazilian in the championship right now. Looks to have got a bit of an advantage for this opportunity. A 2.2 second gap to Rational. Should give him plenty of chance to get a good line and good opportunity to get a good lap time in. So for the R6 of our reserve rider no more, Sparky Man 878. I met Dalton actually in the NEC in Birmingham. He was the fastest on one of the days and actually acquired some British Superbike tickets when I worked with BMW. So really great to see. And of course the number 57 just letting a couple of riders get past. I think he's not getting the clear track he would have wanted. Quick look at our championship leader, of course, the number 29, Sacred Meerkat. Brilliant rider and dubbed many times by me as the fastest ace. Can he hold on to that mantra? Can he hold on to that to the end of the season? Leading the championship now in the 600cc. You know, he's certainly doing a stellar job in the 600 class, but 1000 is where he lies. 1000 is where he rests his hat. So we're going to see what the number 29 can do for the next couple of races upcoming. As Jackhammer's just gone back down to 8th position. Of course, it doesn't really matter what position each rider is in, but he's got to be keen to see what is happening for number 67. Let's have a quick look on board with the British rider. And let's see what he's prepared to do here in Donington. I think I might go for the helmet cam one. I quite like this one. Of course, it's the scam replay, as I've heard it dubbed in the past. Everyone thinking it looks absolutely amazing. Gameplay looks real. But reality, it's not that real. It's just a case of it's a replay camera. But into red gate for the first time for the number 29. Excuse me, number 67. Number 29 trails behind, which is Sacred Meerkat, of course. Into turn 2, into Hollywood, into the right-hand side. Look how tight we're getting to the apex there. Really, really close to the apex. Precision should be Jack Hammer's middle name if it isn't already, as he brings on the power, coming out to the old hairpin and now keeping it nice and tight for turn 5. As honestly, I think I could see some more lap times in qualifying from more often. This is a lot of fun. Don't really want to pull away from Jack Hammer, but he's getting a lot of camera time here. Of course, certainly not shy of the camera, the MotoGP Sports Riders. Whoa, what a moment! Going into Coppice, massive moment for the number 67. Meerkat behind probably caught a good glimpse of that one. Maybe thinking for a possible overtake during the race later on. But I want to have a quick look, actually. Let's get back there. What's happening between Sacred Meerkat and Jack Hammer? I pulled away at the worst opportunity. I think Dawn of Sports should hire me to do the camera work from now on. Seems to be always happening in real life, that. But let's go to the master of the livery, the artist, Sergio 23. I want to see how he gets on. Donington Parker, very, very good opportunity for him to really set his mark in the 600cc class. I think Sergio 600s probably suit him the best. Very competitive in the 600cc class. Not saying he's not competitive in the thousands as well, but I like Sergio's ability on the 600s. Keen to see what he can produce in this one. But Fernandez 99, I think he's just literally pulled away and started putting in those fastest lap times that he really needs to get. To Sergio's down a little bit. Perky ahead of him could be slowing up the Belgian ace. The man from Antwerp really won't want to be held up here. If he's on a fast lap, he's not going to want to lose it. Ghost FRL says, oh, look at the move up at the inside. It's not a race, but ladies and gentlemen, our first overtake of today. Liking it, and Perky, for some reason, giving him back to it. I mean, both of them losing time, but actually still following Perky. He's still actually getting 3.5 tenths faster on this particular lap time. Sergio 23 will get a massive amount of speed down the straight with the slipstream, but he is going to have that temptation of going on the brakes. You see the number 23 having a lunge, or at least thinking about it, as Jack Hammer. Where the hell did he come from? The number 67, he's not going to be enjoying getting held up, but he's going to go round the outside of not one but two. As Sergio's going to clatter into the back of him, not quite. Holds onto the position as Jack Hammer really determined for this one to get a good qualifying position. Quick look at Fernandez. I think he's going to cross the line any moment now. Should get a good indication of what lap time he's going to get. Hopefully, we do see it on the screen. So across the line, it's a 1:25.344 for the number 99. Ferhat in second, who's had a very quiet session, and I do apologise to the Turk. We've not really seen much of him in this particular session. So a quick look behind. Raceboy 95. What a great time to come on board with the young man crashing into the final corner to Goddard's. Not ideal as Jay slips up on the inside like the red torpedo on his bike suggests, and he goes across the line in 10th place. So that is session over. Quick screenshot to see what's happening. It's going to be easier, probably take a picture on the phone, and then I think I'm due a cough in a moment's time, so I do apologise. Still getting over the chest infection, so I can only apologise. What a great session that was. We got some great on-board footage there, and some good TV work as well. Jack Hammer, with request from last time, was to see the TV camera a bit more often, so trying to do that this time around. But I don't think there's any penalties to give. Quite content with what we've seen there. Doesn't look like Sparky Man got the lap time I expected. Of course, the man who won our time trial in the British Superbike event at Donington, in the Birmingham NEC. Getting my words messed up here. So I'm going to exit the lobby, and then we can consult the leaderboards in a moment's time. Oh my god, I've just exited the lobby. What a fool. Have I just ruined it? I think I might have done. Ladies and gentlemen, your first cock up, and it's from Dr. Ace. Oh, God. I cannot believe it. Okay. We might have to do qualifying again. Let me know in the comment section. What do we think? Do we need to do qualifying again? That was an absolute disaster. I can only apologise. Oh, that's not good, because I don't think... Ah, I'm so annoyed. Oh, sorry, Meerkat. I still have the pictures, so what do we want to do here? Do you want to do a qualifying 2? I mean, I'm not against that if people want that. Double qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Are we happy with that? What a cock up. I can only apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I was just so eager to get on with the race. So eager to see it. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. You know, you have all the TV camera presentation, it's not too bad. Commentary's pretty good as well. But yeah, he can't handle the controller, can he? God damn it. Don't let me do that again, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't let me do that again. Good Lord. Who am I missing? Ah, I'm so annoyed about that. I can only apologise. My apologies. What a fool. Yeah, I do have the lap times, but for some reason you can't change the positions on the first round. So yeah, let's turn consumption off and we'll just do another qualifying. I do have the pictures from the other one, so what I will do is I will consult both lap times. So if you set the fastest one in the previous one and you didn't improve, we'll go from the other time for each rider. If that makes sense for everyone, let's make a start. Dalton's definitely ready for a redo. I'm happy to make a start. Everyone ready up when you're ready. Once again, my apologies. I hold my hand up and explain that was definitely my fault. I can just see Sacred Meerkat watching the stream there and going, no, don't hit circle. Oh, well. I don't actually mind that idea. I mean, what do we think? Should we do a double qualifying from now on? Because I guess, I don't know. Let me think. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm happy to do a double qualifying if we want that. But it is entirely up to you. That is just simply my error this time around. So if you weren't sure what I meant and what Sacred Meerkat was referring to is you don't have the opportunity to move the riders up or down. As you can see, it is greyed out on the screen. So I can't actually do anything. Yeah, my apologies, Kathy. So basically what we're going to do is, because I messed up by leaving the session, you lose the ability to move the rider's position. So what we're going to do instead is a second qualifying practice to make sure that we do get the fastest lap time. However, if you have set the fastest lap times of the previous one, your fastest lap time will count for each session. So whichever one you set the fastest lap time. If everyone's happy with that, let's just do it again. And yes, Ghost, you're absolutely right. Ride is bloody daft. The fact that that is a thing, that you can't just set up a lobby and just do that, is asinine. It's bizarre. And that is something I definitely want to bring up with Milestone. I'm going to ask them about that, because that is just pants, isn't it? So, yes, everyone pick that. Find yourself some open track and put it in. And for goodness sake, please don't let me quit the session at the end of it. Make sure I press the X button to start the next session. Ride is the best game ever. You know what? I still like Ride 4. It's been very good to me and it's been very good to our races. So, yeah. A minor blip for the number 47. Right. I don't mind. I mean, Donington Park. I'll see it 1,000 times a day. I don't mind. I really don't mind. So starting off with Sergio 23, I shouldn't expect any contact, but I'm going to go back to the rear of the grid just to make sure that there isn't anything going to happen. Looks like someone waiting behind there, no? Yep. Race Boy getting that backwards look. A bit like Casey Stoner when he used to race. He used to always wait till everyone go past. Whoa, what the hell happened to Rational there? Bit of a strange moment. Ricka, I actually have, yes. I was working there this year with BMW. It was one of my first vlogs I ever did, actually, at Donington Park. So the Brazilian Ace didn't get much camera time last time around. Let's have a look at the number 56. Sacred Meerkat, great time to be on board here. Looks like he's going to have a lunge up into McLean's, and something has just happened behind. Is that Fernandez having a weird glitch as well? I know we just seen it with Rational a moment ago, where it can just randomly throw you off the bike, and I think that may have happened to our number 99. But the good thing is he now has a completely clear track, and that is what Fernandez needs. Quick look at Rational behind. Looks like he had the same moment as well at the start of this one. So currently, Sacred Meerkat is at the front. Jackhammer, penalty time given for the number 67. Of course, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But that indicates to me there could be a mistake. Oh, contact ahead between Perky and Jackhammer. Oh, that was close. Almost rubbed the ace off his shoulder on that one. The man on board the FHO Triumph as Perky goes in a bit deep. Once again, Jackhammer finding traffic on the circuit is, I think, is that Furhat who just had a moment? I think he must have crashed. I did see the yellow light flash up on the left-hand side of your screen there. Now, I do believe the yellow indicates a crash and the red indicates going off the circuit. Hit is a strange term to use, but yeah, apparently that's what that means when they do crash. There was a massive amount of sparks there. It looks like Raceboy is destroying the livery that Sergio made for him. Quick look at Fernandez. Let's have a board. Let's go on board with the number 99. Should we go for the old helmet cam again? Then again, I quite like... let's go... God, the camera work on this is not ideal, is it? But let's have a look at the main front of the fairing. Front camera view into Coppice now for the right-hand side. Keeping it nice and tight for the number 99. Brilliantly done from the Brit. So Jay Fernandez, real rider in real life, of course. Sergio 23 with real-life race experience as well. Probably more of him in this session, to be honest with you. But right now, at the top of my head, is something floating above a rider in the distance there. That's Sergio 23. Something seems to be floating above the Belgian ace. Is it a possible halo? Not entirely sure, but as we've got closer to him, it seems to have disappeared. But here comes the number 99, Perky behind him. Good friends in real life. Let's have a look from Perky's perspective, as a matter of fact. So we can see the man on board the Space Air MV Augusta. So across the line, as we promote Windows 11 involuntarily. As we now break into Redgate for turn 1. You can see the distance that Fernandez has already gained on Perky on this particular section. But as we now go into the right-hand side, and we really get this change direction from Hollywood into the left-hand side for the crane of curves. A bit deep in there for Perky. But he's still got it, and he's still closing in. And speaking of closing in, look at Fernandez right on the rear wheel of Sergio 23. Oh, a massive moment for Sergio as he brings on the power a bit prematurely. Going into Starkey's bridge, into Schwantz, I think. Getting all the corner names wrong here, but into McLean's. Made a massive moment. Did the number 23. Apologies for the cough, I really hate to do that. Oh, Sergio 23 on the curbs. So our Turkish rider still yet to give the number 37 some good camera time. So let's head back over to the TV perspective. We do like it from this look. Don't really get to see much of it in the sessions. It's always difficult to find which rider to follow in a qualifying session. Of course, you want to always follow the fastest, but got to give camera time to the other riders as well, of course. Only makes sense and makes it fair for the long run. So across the line, of course, as Sacred Meerkat mentioned to me the other day, the times on the left glitch. So for some reason, everyone is currently 14, 15 seconds behind. Can we watch Raceboy a little? We certainly can. We can pop over to the number 95. Currently back of the grid with a fresh new helmet. The RI helmet for the number 95 as he goes into first-person perspective. We're going to break into turn 1 now, keeping it nice and tight for Redgate. And then slowly bring on the power. So it looks like he's got that weird glitch with the sound. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like a constant rumbling. It's when you run over a rumble strip. If he runs over a rumble strip, it will actually negate that sound. So hopefully the number 95 can do that in a moment. He's rocking the Alpine Stars boots. So he'll now bring it into the left-hand side. Gently pull it over to the right. As someone's down there, it's Perky ahead of him. Bit of a moment as he gets across to the curbs, and there you go. That horrible noise has disappeared. But following Meerkat into the final corner, he will conclude qualifying 2. And now my job gets interesting because we need to compare these lap times with the previous session to determine the fastest lap time of this session. So Sacred Meerkat gets across the line. Jackhammer finishes in second, but of course, still doesn't really matter for the terms of position of this particular race. Quotation mark, end quotation mark. And yes, thank you Ghost, thank you Sacred Meerkat. Do not quit. Hashtag stay ace and hashtag don't quit. Oh god, it hurts to laugh with them. Excuse me. There's Mad Max into there. I think everyone, just Perky, waiting for him to finish on the Vision Track Kawasaki. As he gets across the line, I'm going to press circle and back out the session because I'm a rebel. I'm only kidding. We're definitely not going to do that. Right. Another screenshot for Dr. Ace. Please don't let me press circle again. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We're pressing the options button. We are confirming times. And we are now confirming time again. And we're going back to the lobby. God, that's nerve-wracking. Can't get that wrong. Sacred Meerkat, if you don't mind, and you could do that every time. Don't quit in caps will soothe me just fine. Right. Let's take a look. So everyone chooses the bikes again, then I've got to choose the... So if everyone's ready, I can proceed. I'm going to proceed anyway because it's not really like it makes a difference. Everyone's already on the right thing. Ah, no, I shouldn't have done it. Can I change? Oh my god. I'm not used to this thing, so we've got a 4-lap race now, for God's sake. Ah, why do these lobbies suck so much? Why couldn't I change this? No, don't change leathers. Oh, for God's sake. What do we do now? What do we do now, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, man. Why do these suck so much? Why can't I just change it? Now what do I do? Yeah, that screen was so I could change the what do you call it? The lap times. Oh, for God's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, your second cock-up of the today. What do we do now? Hey, Ruben in the chat. Good to see you. Do Q3. My God. We can't do a Q3. No way. Alright, I guess what we're going to have to do... Maybe invite everyone by position. Still doesn't work because it just changes it as you go. Tell you what. Just finish the race. This is practice. Free practice, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Just finish it. Nothing will matter. This is your free practice, ladies and gentlemen. Just do it. For God's sake, don't let me do it again. Sack the cameraman. But no, we're not doing sprint races again. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. This is a disaster. This is just pants. But it does give me time to look into the qualifying and make sure everyone's right. So that's cool. What a disaster. Siggy break. Yeah, just anyone just finish the race, literally. Doesn't matter what tyres you choose, just finish the race and get on with it and get me back to the lobby. What a disaster. Long boy Dan, mate, you've just missed me messing up so many times. From messing up the qualifying and then doing a second qualifying, creating this lobby without intention. Disaster. Oh, there is Meerkat just chilling on the gravel. Yeah, honestly, really would have wanted endurance races. We've discussed this a lot, actually, in the Discord server, how much... oh, God, is that Sergio 23? I think everyone's just, like, rushing to get this one done now. It's going to be a damn shame when someone wins it. Oh, my God. Perky's got a... the opposite of a magnet, actually. He's on extractor. Or reactor, should I say. As it's just going to be a manic, this, isn't it? But, hey, it is what happens. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Dan? It does. And I am human. I've been ill. This is the first time I'm actually getting on Ride 4 all week. Yeah, it is what it is. There you go. You want to see Race Boys just chilling on the track. Can I move the camera around? Guess it gives me a chance to have a little look around. Can't really do anything. That's not ideal. I was really hoping... Okay, you can change the perspective with the select button, which is kind of cool. Still getting used to all the controls, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. It's a bizarre one, isn't it? Why it's so difficult to make the lobby accessible for the users? Because the point of the private race director is so people can run their own leagues or to just have fun in general with however way they want to do it, and it takes away that creativity of the whole lobby, which is silly, really. So we'll see what happens in the future, but as I mentioned earlier, but I got distracted. Would have loved to have seen an endurance league, you know, an hour or two sessions of riders together teaming up and trying to win, or at least even on their own. Would have been really great content, and they missed the mark on that one. They really did. But we are looking at Fernandez for now. Once again, this does not matter. If you're just joining in, DrAce seems to have some issues with fingers and thumbs. I've decided to click off the lobby and then decided to press proceed too prematurely and then cause a third qualifying session. It's not actually a qualifying session, it's just we're doing it again from whatever, but none of this will count in the grand scheme of things. It's just a little bit thingy. Yeah, I appreciate that, Andy. That's exactly what it is, mate. Look at Fernandez, big wheelie for the number 99. We are absolutely just building the tension. And you know what? I've not even tried any of my new widgets that I've set up. Only some of the aces have seen this so far, but I'll show you in the 1000cc race. Definitely worth staying on for. Yes, I totally agree, Kathy. I really do wish we could have a more esports focused game, because MotoGP has some decent stuff, but it's still very similar. But with the way bike games, racing games, cars, you name it, everything's going this esports direction, it would be asinine of Milestone not to take advantage of such things. Because myself, obviously Raceboy, Sacred Meerkat, so just done all the liveries for this. Fernandez, I think, has been in leagues before. Jackhammer, of course, Esports Ride has been done with EU. In fact, now it's renamed to the World League, is it? I can't remember how it's called. So there's a lot to see. There's a lot of stuff to do, and big thank you to whoever has just subscribed there. I've actually got that covered at the moment, so I can't quite see it. Just bear with me a moment. It's Fanti Teja. Thank you very much for joining the Aces. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content and you want to subscribe, go ahead and do so. You do get to see your notification on the screen. And if you want to become a member of the channel, you have the option to do that now with a join button on the home page of the DrAce Championship. I wish for static positions for the replay in Ride 5. The motorcycles will look so quick and it's like how the spectators are watching. I totally agree. I've been wanting to make... in fact, you may have seen my... what do you call it? My shorts, where I introduce my rider and I've got to introduce the number and introduce the livery that Sergio's created for me. I've frequently wanted a static camera so I can watch the bike come round a corner and use that as a good editing piece. Still never been able to do it. Every now and again you get a good TV camera perspective that you can manipulate in such a way, but it's not ideal. And you do have to sort of mess around with it. So it's one of those things. Excuse me. Yeah, that's true, Dan. That's true. I mean, I guess for what I don't know, you can call them an indie developer, but they're certainly not AA, and they're certainly not AAA, but they get the job done on a lot of good things, and there's a few things that they just completely mess up on. But I'll tell you who is going to be happy, and that is the number 57, SparkyMan878, Dalton Johns. I think he's happy to see these extra stuff. I think he's really enjoying the possibility of another session here to qualify, because it didn't really go too well for him since the start of the qualifying. Well, the man who's rocking the Kushatani boots at the moment, I think it is flipping over to the big wheelie as we just get the change direction. Well, Dan, honestly, you are missed, and I was really, really looking forward to seeing what you were going to do in Donington. I know you were great in Alton, so I was keen to see what the number 21 can do, but you will be back, won't you? So one of our riders... Oh, Sacred Meerkat, excuse me. Jackhammer, a massive moment there. Why not let it fly? It's a session that doesn't really matter as Sparky Man jumps up at the inside. Goodness me. Oh, big wheelies across for some of the aces there. Loving this. Yeah, Sparky's basically your stand-in, isn't he, Dan? Right. This is the moment, then. Sergio. Best lap. But that's alright. That free practice has worked well, or a warm-up session, you could say. Right. Confirm times? Yes. Confirm times? Yes. And I must change the lobby information. And Sergio23, let me know how many laps it is. It's 12? No? 15, I think it is. For Donington GP. I really don't remember. I did write this down somewhere, but I just don't know where I did it. Let me know in the thingy which one. 10 and 15. Thank you, mate. So it's going to be 10 laps here. Right. Lobby info. Number of laps, 10. Tyre wear, on. Are we good? I'm going to leave it for a few seconds. I think we're good, right? No, not yet, Race Boy. The next session. Change laps, don't leave. Thank you, Meerkat. Honestly, if you could do that for me every time, I'll be grateful. Nobody leave. I also must record the race now. I didn't record the stream. Oh, how is the quality of the stream today, by the way? I slaved to try and get a good quality on this. I can't tell you how many I did to try and make sure it looked good. But I'm going to have a look because I've not even watched it myself yet. I'm going to see. I hope to God it looks better than last time. Last time's stream looked bloody awful, didn't it? Hey, it looks alright, actually. Race Boy needs to go at 9. Ooh. That could be difficult. Ah, good. I'm glad the pit quality's well. Are we all good? Yeah? Everyone happy? Right. Get me pictures. Yes. All fingers and thumbs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right then. So I need to consult both. Meerkat 124.514. Ooh, it just pipped Jackhammer. So the championship leader will be on pole position for this one. I think it's Jackhammer in second. I do need to consult both. Yes, Rickert, you're absolutely correct. MotoGP 22 does have the helmet cam, the helicopter replay, and it's bloody brilliant. I use that a lot when I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, Meerkat really benefited from that extra session, so... Jackhammer 124.680. I'm looking for the number 99, a 124.881. So that puts Fernandez in third place. In fourth position. Right, this one's going to take a bit of finding. So I think we're down into the 125s now. So it's a 125. So I do apologise. This will take a bit of time. Rational a 125.837. That possibly will be the... Nope. Yes. It is rational. So that's worked out quite well. Sergio next. It's a real shame you can't just... Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. We messed it up so many times in the lobby. So looking for 126s now. Oh, in fact, it's Furhat, possibly. Furhat also benefited from the second. I am checking both sessions, yes. That's what's taking me so long, actually. Because I'm messing around with both sides. So... a 126. This is the difficult one. If you guys also, if you remember what yours was, you can also tell me in the chat. Yeah, so it's going to be Fairhat, Sergio. Okay. 24-hour players. Only you are mad at that, Ruben. Only you are mad enough for that, my friend. Okay, so Perky. Look for Perky here. So 126,884. Puts Perky there. That's worked out quite nicely, actually. Where is Mad Max? 127,856. In fact, this is a pain. So, will you be back for the other ones, Dan? Is that gonna happen? Trying to get this done as well so we can get... Oh, Sparky, man, not having the session I expected, you know. 127,385. 127,151 for Max. Definitely benefited from that second session, did Max. And I think with Jay... In fact, Jay's higher up, actually. There you go. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We should be good. Right, I think I have everything set up now. Apologies for that. I just had to make sure everything was right. The double qualifying could be a pain in the arse for the next time around, so I'll try and avoid that, but we'll see for the future. Maybe only for a specific couple of races. Well, yeah, there you go, yeah. Sparky, Dalton, if you're available for next week, then you might as well stay, because I guess, unless you want to do the 1000s, Race Boy does the 600s, not entirely sure. We'll sort something out. So, 10 riders. Oh, you know what? While I was sorting all out, I didn't even show my intro video. We'll do that later. So, guys, let's crack on with the second round of our 600cc Grand Prix here in Donington Park. Tried to stop myself, but you still heard the blunder. Oh, God. The tension. Plat for Life got here just in time for race 1. Well, you've had a lot of time, really, because I've messed it up so many times. No problem, by the way, Race Boy. If you're still there, don't worry about it, mate. It is what it is. It is absolutely fine. We've all got commitments. We've got stuff to do. It's fine. Honestly, my money was on Fernandez. I think he's got a lot to prove. I think he's on it tonight. I'm still going to go for it. I know I probably shouldn't pick a favourite like that, but how can you vote against Jack and Meerkat? It's so difficult. Troublemaker in the chat, good to see you, mate. Let me know who your money is on. Seeing a lot of hard option tyres for the front. The front row, all using hard front, hard rear combination. Rational with the mediums. Brave. Oh, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Furhat bets on himself. You should always bet on yourself, my friend. And away we go. Round 2 of the British Superbike Championship. The DrAce one is underway in just a moment's time. We watch the man on pole, the number 29, Sacred Meerkat. We're going to go back to the grid so we can see what happens. Might just go for TV perspective, actually. TV perspective, it is for the win. Got to find it quick. Away we go. Turn 1. Is it going to be carnage? Is it going to be clear? Here we goes. Ruben's rooting for his Belgian brethren. Seems to be pretty good for now. Perky made a bit of a mess up into the first corner. Something has happened to Jackhammer. Sergio's had an issue as well, so something has gone wrong. Once again, gone wrong for Jackhammer in the first race. Not ideal for the 600s, but Sacred Meerkat got the start he wanted. The number 29 flying into the distance. Exactly what the man from the other side of the country wanted. The compatriot, Sacred Meerkat, leading the way. Furhat up into the top 3. Brilliant start for him. And Fernandez, as we see on screen right now, not letting Meerkat get away. He's got to sink his teeth into the number 29. Got to follow him and got to put pressure on him. Meerkat is human. He can make mistakes. And if there's one man to force him to do it, it would be Fernandez. So into the change direction for the S's. Furhat in 3rd place, but my attention is solely on these two at the front. Jackhammer's going to be firing through the pack like a knife through butter. But for now, we're seeing what is happening at the front. Meerkat slowly pulling away. Rational, I'm seeing yellow flashes. Is that a yellow flash for Jackhammer as well? Little bit too... Oh, Sergio, has he not had a bad... Is that a bad start again, hasn't he, the number 23? Not what we expected for the Belgian ace. Ruben coming in and putting a curse on his compatriot in the comment section down below. Perky at the back. Jay wants to possibly have a lunge on Sergio. As they go into Redgate, things are a little bit calm at this side of the fence. Back to the front, Sacred Meerkat pulled us. Oh my goodness. Pulled the second on Fernandez. Now I've said this in many videos before and I'll say it again. Gets that 1 second advantage and you break the resolve of the rider in second. Has Meerkat just done it? Can Fernandez fight back? What can the number 99 produce? There's another yellow flash behind. Is that Jackhammer down again, or is it just a weird sort of glitch? Oh no, it's Max! Has something happened to Max? Perky? I can't really tell because the yellow flash sort of moves to another rider when we see that. So I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Someone's gone wide. Is that Surge 23? Mad Max follows him into the corner. Getting a little bit too focused on the rider ahead of him. And there is Perky. This is the battle for 9th place. Mad Max weaving across the circuit there. Goodness me, that was a scary moment as we on the approach to the Foggy S's. Quick change of direction for Perky. A little bit of a wheelie. Things are calming down at the back. But up at the front, the gap has come down. 7 tenths is the gap. 8 tenths, 9 tenths. God, the game can't make its mind up. Apologies, Atrix. I did see your comment, but I didn't get a chance to say hello. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're well. Across the line, 124.982 for the man they call Sacred Meerkat. So Jay Fernandez in second. Just a second behind as we quickly get back over to the TV perspective. Furhat in third. Currently 7 tenths of a second ahead of Rational, but I've just seen a quick glimpse of a light blue livery on the prowl, on the hunt as he goes round the outside. Oh, a grown man's move from Jackhammer 4658. Oh, that was absolutely sensational. Put that on a clip, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliantly done. We've seen some great lunges and going around the outside. That is exactly what we like to do on the DrAce channel. What a time to come on board with Jackhammer as he's currently on the prowl and he's up again, up on another one. Third place, the positions tick off for the number 67. Furhat's under massive pressure now from the number 73. The Suzuki's going to go around the outside. It's going to be very tight going into the S's. Holds the position firmly now to the Turkish rider. Brilliant entry going into the S's and then going into the right-hand side for the... Oh, it's going to be a little bit loose on the brakes. It's going to be a contact. Oh, both riders very aware of each other's positions. I love that. Absolutely love the way that the both riders gave each other space and an opportunity to get past as our very own Top Rack goes firm on the brakes into Goddard's. Brilliant stuff so far in this one. Loving this one. As this one's not over yet. Rational, is he going to go trying around the outside? Oh, the Turkish on the brakes. Around the outside goes the German. Oh, it's going to be even tighter going into Hollywood's. To the right-hand side. Can he go around the outside and get the opportunity, then go up on the inside? Oh, it's going to be super close. This is a battle for 4th place, ladies and gentlemen. If this is a battle for 4th, what's going to happen if we get a last lap thriller? Goodness me, I don't think my voice could take it. Can't pull away from this one. This is sensational. Hi to Rick in the chat there. Welcome to the stream. Sadly, at the moment, we don't have any spaces available, but for next week, we may have an opportunity. But there is Rational up on the inside. Oh! Up on the inside! Take that! The German flies up on the inside and takes over in 4th position. Don't really want to pull away from this battle because this one is certainly kicking off. Furhat over the inside, does his best Top Rack impression, goes into the fog. Yes, he's deep, but he still holds on to the position. Oh, what a sensational battle this is. Into the right, left inside, right inside it is. As Rational slips up on the inside, holds the position, a little bit too eager on acceleration, and still can't hold the position. But what a battle. This is sensational. I don't even know any more adjectives to describe it. Phenomenal, fantastic, stupendous, brilliant, terrific. They just go on. This is just awesome. I don't think you could have got 2 more competitive riders in this one. But you have to remember, each overtake loses them time. This gap was massive to Sparky Man and Sergio. It's down to 2.5 seconds. And a quick look behind. I don't want to spend too much time away from this, but we've got to give some credit to the other riders here. Sergio had a disaster. Not good for the 600cc Supreme man. I did expect big things for Sergio, but I think he's had maybe a bit of an issue somewhere around here, because maybe a few crashes and maybe a few contact with a couple of riders ahead of him. Not really worked out well for the number 23. So let's go. Oh my God, we've got another battle. Something else is brewing up here as we now go into the right-hand side. The Indian and the Brit, Perky and Jay, are giving a battle. But into Coppice, it looks to be that Jay has got the upper hand for this moment in time. But let's have a quick back over to the front. Sacred Meerkat doing a stellar job, and unfortunately, we aren't going to see that battle that I predicted. 2 seconds is the split going into the 4th sector, as we now go into Goddard's and into the long straight across the line. Looks to be that Sacred Meerkat has got this one under control at this stage of the Grand Prix. Could be another 18 points for the championship leader. Of course, maximum points out of 2 rounds would be for the number 29. Quick look behind for Fernandez 99. He is getting caught up by Jack Hammer, but bear in mind, 4 laps to go, 5 laps, 2.5 seconds. It's a long time, and it's a big ask of the number 67. I'm not sure we're going to see. I don't want to say no, never say never on the Ace channel, but got to have a look at that for later on perhaps. So things have calmed down ever so slightly for 4th place. I don't think it's completely out of it, and the heart rate must be flying. Oh no! Oh, Ferhat's down! He's absolutely binned it into the right-hander. Oh, can you believe it? A sensational battle has come to its conclusion, and unfortunately, it doesn't look good for the 37. Disaster. Oh, that's a damn shame, that is. Rational piled on the pressure, and unfortunately Ferhat, in his attempt to get away, has made a slight mistake, but it's not over yet. Ferhat probably keeps finding everyone to battle with in this one. Bit of a battle of attrition for the 4th position. What a damn shame for the 37 though. The Long Boy Dan replacement, number 57. Sparky Man in 5th place at this one, at this moment of time. I do think we should get another battle though. Sorry Dan, you don't get Sparky's points by the way, but still, he's doing a stellar job in 5th place on board the R6. Excuse me, sorry guys. So into Redgate we go for the 7th time of asking for Sergio 23. Pulling in some decent lap times now. Of course, he's going to get back into the rhythm and back into the groove. Apologies down in the chat there. Ferhat is currently 7 seconds ahead of Jay. 0.6 of a second behind, but quick. Oh, a little bit squirrely is the number 37. Of course, we've seen him rapid on the Ducati Panigale V4R. His leathers say bye, but we're saying bye to Sergio here. He's got to get back at him. Can't let the Belgian ace pull away, because he does like the pace. He likes to run it at the front, likes to continue to really push the pressure and make the riders behind him crash. I've done it, and everyone else has done it in the past as well. Sergio 23 is a beast, but I think the Turkish rider is also another beast. He is getting one hell of a long amount of camera time in this one. He's absolutely brilliant. Quick look at Mad Max at the back. I think something has happened to our Brazilian ace, which is a damn shame. Not great for Max, I think. Possibly another collision, possibly another crash for the number 56. Something has gone wrong. Always rooting for our Brazilian ace. I do love Marcello. I think he's a fantastic guy, so do hope he can get more competitive for the rest of the races this season. So back at the front, Meerkat leading the way, 2.2 seconds. And look at that pace. First sector in, just 66 thousandths of a second down on his previous best. No issues for the MV Agusta right now. It's a damn shame we're not giving Meerkat the camera time he deserves. Absolute legend in his own right, of course. Well documented how competitive Meerkat is. You've seen it in many of my streams. You've seen it in my videos. He's a hard man to beat. And when he gets to the front like this, how the hell can you beat him? It's a big ask. But I tell you what isn't a big ask. Is hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because I can only predict even more races like this for the rest of the season. Make sure that subscribe button is clicked. My coughle, thank you. So a quick look at the number 99 at this one. Mandatory pit stops for Meerkat. Oh god, no pit stops in this one. I don't even think the game could take that. A pit stop online, it'd just probably error. the whole thing will probably just crash. Jackhammer 1.5 seconds behind. I did say never. Ooh, I don't know about this. Could we see a last lap thriller for Jackhammer? Let's have a look at the helmet perspective. Into Redgate we go. Now the time on the left hand side is a little bit glitched at the moment. So unfortunately I can't really give an indication of what's happening behind, but we'll pay attention to that and we'll see if there's any more close battles going on behind us. Looks to be that Sergio currently is getting the best out of Furhat. But like the Foo Fighters song suggests, he's getting the better of him. Or the best of you, I guess, is the song. Sparky Man in 5th. Just 8 tenths in it to Sergio 23. But right now I was really hoping, not anything against Fernandez 99, but for the benefit of commentary and the benefit of entertainment, I was hoping that Jackhammer could put the fight to Fernandez 99. But once again, Fernandez is one of those riders, gets into his rhythm, gets into his grooves, just keeps on pulling it away. Brilliant stuff. Come on, Jack, says Dawn in the chat. We're all wishing him to get back at Fernandez here, so we want to see Jack getting involved. He's been brilliant on this one, but he just had a bad start. I'd like to see what happened to Jack, but unfortunately, completely missed it at the beginning of this race. So unfortunately, didn't get to see what happened to the man who leads in 3rd place, but currently 3rd place in the championship as well. It's a bit of a moment of status quo for the championship. But across the line, Fernandez gets ahead of him. It's a 1.3 second gap. Meerkat leading the way, 2.7 seconds goes the number 29. Rational still in 4th, had a brilliant job on the 600. Really looks good in the 600cc. That Suzuki livery made by Sergio 23 is bloody stunning. And the gap behind looks to be pretty stationary at this moment. I think that might be it, guys and gals. Just scrolling through the names now, and I don't see any particular battles happening. Goddard's is approaching for Mad Max. But for now, I would like to see our number 29. I don't want to miss him getting across the line. I felt like I missed that last time around, and that was a big error on my part. You should always see the rider coming across the line to win the race, and I missed that last time around. So I owe it to Meerkat this time to make sure he sees himself go across the line and lead, or well, actually extend his championship advantage in the DrAce BSB Championship. He goes into the Melbourne hairpin, brings on the power, nice and gentle. Are we going to see a wheelie from Sacred Meerkat? Would like to see it, but I'm certainly going to put pressure on the 29. I probably wouldn't myself. I'd want to just get across the line and call it quits. But here comes Meerkat out of the final corner. 18 more points in the championship bag for Sacred Meerkat. His championship bid is certainly looking promising as the number 29 wins here in Donington GP. Fernandez across the line, and Meerkat, of course, was out in the distance, but Jackhammer wasn't that far behind in the end. Massive shout out to Rational. The German was stellar in this one. Would have liked to have seen him a bit further up in the grid, as I think qualifying hindered him somewhat, but still very competitive in 4th position. And of course, the reserve rider, Sparky Man, the R6, Dalton Jones, 5th place. Excellent performance from Sparky Man, and you've got to remind yourself who is in this session. And the man who's the reserve comes in and takes 5th place. Sergio 23 finishes in 6th place. Great job to everyone today. No penalties for me to give. Jackhammer, fastest man on the circuit, a 1:24.526. And I think that is a brilliant way to start this stream. Well, to start the race of the stream. And I think I enjoyed that. Guys and gals, if you want to have a little bit of a break, you can go and get a drink or something. I certainly need one myself. And then it's going to be down to the big boys in the 1000. Furhat, you were absolutely fantastic, my friend. Don't worry. We'll take another screenshot there because I don't think it actually saved up. But yeah, you can't not choose Jackhammer, can you? But anyone in that top 3 is fantastic. Thank you very much, Ricker. I do appreciate that. I did see a comment in the comments somewhere. They were saying about how much they love the commentary, and I actually bottled it then because I looked at that comment and I thought, oh, that's such a nice compliment, and then I completely forgot what I was going to say. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, sorry, Meerkat, I'll confirm the things. So confirmed times, very proud of that one. Thank you for the comments regarding the commentary. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Certainly something I enjoy the most. Oh, that's what happened to you, Sergio. You hit the strewn motorcycle of the Triumph, the livery that you created. That's a bittersweet thing, that, isn't it? Seeing your livery in the game and then crashing into it. Okay, so for the next one, everyone is now free to leave the session, change your leathers to match the suit or the livery that you've got, and then I'll be waiting for you guys. Thank you, Dan. It's difficult. I get distracted easily, and that's why I've made so many mistakes in this one. I don't like to miss the chats. One thing I really hate to do. But the more we do this, the better I'll get at it. So we'll be fine. Thank you, Kathy. I raise my glass of water to you. But race 2. So I tell you what, while everyone's getting ready, let's bang on the intro video. For those who haven't seen it already, let's have a little look at it, because I could do with a small break just to get some more water. Right then, we're back. Yeah, Super Sport's not going your way, is it, Jack? It just seems to be a little bit of a moment for you every single time we've had. Disaster into Cascades for Alton Park, and now into Redgate. Not a corner. Is it Redgate? Is that where everything went wrong for you, Jack? And yeah, Race Boy, send me a picture for the intro. Or actually, just tell me what your livery is and I'll get the picture and do it all, because everything will be in 4K, etc. So it'll match the aspect ratio. So I think we just need what? 2 riders, is it? 2 riders. Who are we missing? Sergio's in, Jack is in, Rational is in, Sparky Man Max, Furhat, Fernandez, Perky. Yep. Who's my last rider? Ah, Jay. I don't have Jay, I don't think. Do I have Jay as a friend? I know he added me on Discord, but I don't recall. Okay, someone's going to have to invite Jay, or if you add me as a friend, I can invite you. Oh, okay, I think I've just had it. Let's have a look. Oh, no name. Okay. I don't... thank you, Sergio. Thank you. So then, guys and girls, this will be a 4-lap qualifying. Just want to make sure everything is set up correctly. 4 laps, consumption is off. Now, I would rather not do a double qualifying, but if you guys want to do a double qualifying, let me know in the chat now, or whenever you get a chance for the next one. But for now, I think we're good to proceed. Just wait for everyone to ready up, just in case I might have missed anything, and maybe Meerkat's gone for a secondary cigarette. So, who knows what's happening at this stage. But yeah, guys, I am really glad that you are enjoying this. This one is by lap time. We won't be doing the position again. Fernandez wasn't a fan, so I don't want to mess it up for him. So we'll do it as qualifying. If we need 2, we can do that as well. 1 will do. Yeah, we're happy with 1. Go by lap time. Yeah, yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. So, yep, Sparky Man is ready, the reserve rider. So it's a 4-lap sprint race. Oh, I've said it again. It's a 4-lap qualifying in the form of a race, but it is not a race. It's simply via lap time. Everyone choose your bikes and then we'll make a start. Oh, funny enough, I can actually change the position now, but that makes no sense. We've not done a qualifying. You've still not seen my little... what's the term I'm going to be looking for? Graphic in the races. Now, I've not made graphics for everyone, but I've made a couple of graphics. So I'll show you as we get on with it, but just want to make sure everyone's on the correct bike to Catties. Interesting fact, Mad Max was supposed to be on the Suzuki at this one, so we aren't sure if he'll ever go back to the Suzuki, but he is on the Panigale V4R. He's been competing in the Adrenaline League with the V4R, so I think he's there to stay. And yeah, I guess you're right, Sergio. I think it is because I didn't close the lobby. Well, we'll see if I do that again after this one. So here we go then. 4 laps to put your best lap time in, and then we can crack on. Oh, the voice is going at the worst point. This is the first time I've been able to record content all week. So I hope it doesn't disappear on me and that's it. I can't take any more tablets as well. I'm already maxed out. I think I left consumption off. I hope I did. Water is the man's best friend. Right. Yeah, I think so too. That's probably why we could consider it double qualifying, but I'm happy just to run the one qualifying. It does make things a lot easier for me. So just waiting for Sergio 23. He will start this qualifying from pole position, but of course it's up to him where he wants to be. Would you rather be or a wasp? And away we go. So round 2 here in Donington Park GP. Our second qualifying of today, not counting the other one. Make quali 8 laps. I think that'd be too long. I think 4 will be sufficient as we see Sergio 23. So Seiken Meerkat blast into first place. I think he'll want to get to the front and just... Whoa, massive moment behind there. Fernandez is down as well. Something has gone wrong there, but it doesn't really matter. I think everyone's just trying to find the best spot on the track, so not entirely sure what happened there, but we'll not worry about that too much. Furhat on the MCE Ducati. He is a rocket ship on that Panigale V4R. Now, of course, whoa, is that a move on the inside from Meerkat? Ladies and gentlemen, we aren't racing. This is just qualifying, so just chill out a bit, guys. So there is Jack Hammer. I think now's a great time to introduce my new graphic, and looks like Jack Hammer's going to get the opportunity to use it first. I hope this works. So here we go. There is Jack Hammer, the number 67, currently leading our World Championship for the BSB. I guess it's not a World Championship really, is it? Because it's... I just quickly clicked off the screen there, so if the connection went to crap, then that was why. But yeah, what do you think? Nice little graphic there. So that's Jack Hammer. Seiken Meerkat. Oh, I did the wrong one. Sorry, spoiler. Now, I've not had a chance to do all of them, but I've had a chance to do a few. So there is Seiken Meerkat on board with the number 29. Better look at the man with the AGV lid. Yeah, isn't that cool? So I just thought I'd add that. It's not quite gone how I wanted it because I wanted it to fade in and out. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And of course, Sergio 23, I've made one for the Belgian Ace. Get a better look at number 23. I wanted that TV presentation, you know what I mean? To capture that sort of feel of it being a real presentation rather than just a YouTube stream. I'm trying, you know what I mean? It is, because I have a Stream Deck. So I have set everything up custom to my Stream Deck. I might do a video on this, actually, because I quite like how it's turned out. And, oh, and Fernandez 99. I did one for our top 3 protagonists, Sergio and, of course, is it Kathy? I think Kathy. Who have we got who's the big fan of Mad Max? You're going to love this. Mad Max has got one too. Oh, put it on the worst time possible. Number 56 is down. You can join by clicking on the channel. I think if you're on mobile, I might have to send you a link. But there should be an option to join. and you can just join the membership. I think the price is around £3.99. Of course, it is optional. You don't have to do that, but the option is there. If you want any custom emojis and stuff to use in the chat, you can do that with that. So, back to the front. I want to see what Meerkat's lap times are. We get across the line. 1:22.946. Forsaken Meerkat just missed Jack Hammer, so unfortunately didn't see the number 67. Perky in third place, also on board the Ducati Panigale V4R. Most noticeable is those winglets compared to Jack Hammer's Ducati, which is of course $12.99, doesn't have the winglets. So if you're not sure, that's a good chance to see for that. I can send you a link at the end of the stream, I do believe, Race Boy. But don't worry about that anyway. I'll try and get a better implementation of that soon. But we have one more lap in this one. There is the number 73. For some reason, I seen a number 42 for Rational in the 600, so I put him down as a 42. But I know he used a 73 in this one, so I don't know where that went wrong last time around. So Fernandez 99, the number 99, of course, in 5th place currently. Keen to see what he can do in this session. Where do our thoughts lie? Who do we think is going to come out on top? Quick recap of the championship positions after Alton Park. Jack Hammer leading the way with a 2-point advantage to Sacred Meerkat. Furhat in third after he finishes in third place, just ahead of Fernandez 99, who's in fourth. And of course Longboy Dan, who isn't with us today, but he is in the chat. So fair play to Dan in the chat. We are missing him, and I do look forward to seeing him back because he really impressed me. And I don't know if you had a chance to watch the stream back, Dan, but I said some strong words for you, mate. I did approve of your performance last time out, and looking forward to seeing you back on the circuit soon. So quick look with Sergio 23. But the Graphicon, why not? I've made it. Why not? Show the world. I will try and make as many of them as possible, but for now, it'll have to do with just the ones I've got. That took me hours. Not hours, but I was messing around with a lot of things to try and do, so wanted to make it unique. So quick look at Sparky Man behind. Not a problem, Kathy, not a problem. Good choice of number is a 67. Very much similar to, or in fact it is the same as Shaky Burned. I think that may be the inspiration for Jack Hammer 4658. But at the end of this qualifying session, I've taken a back seat in this one. I've been rather relaxed because I think it's going to go to the max. And speaking of the max, here is Mad Max currently on a improved sector time for Sector 3. In fact, that would be Sector 2 actually coming from McLean's and then Coppice. But now into the braking zone of the S's. Quick change of direction. Precision personified for Mad Max. Brilliantly done there in the change of direction. 0.5 of a second in the bag for Mad Max. The number 56 now approaches Melbourne Hairpin. Keep it in nice and tight. And hopefully this should be a good lap time for our Brazilian ace. Firm on the anchors he will go. Probably the left Alpine Stars boots out. Thank you, Jack Hammer. I'll definitely not quit because that would be a crying shame. And there's no way my voice could never hold another long qualifying session like that. So across the line, that is everyone across. Oh, God. Right then. Screenshot. And I'll also take a picture. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you're doing that because it just reiterates the importance of it. So thank you for that. Sergio picking up a toe. Start calling him Sergio Marquez, I think. So I'm happy with that. No penalties to give. Confirm the times. That's easily done. See, that makes things a lot easier. The fact that I can just now go into the thingy and bang it straight on. Right then, are we happy? Everyone good? Lap time's relatively close. Jack Hammer very fast there in second place though. 1:22.359, brilliantly done. So we'll now have a look in a moment. Yeah, I think we're full on Kawasaki's. I think, how many Kawasaki's have we got? 4? Furhat changed, Mad Max changed, Perky also changed. Oh no, that's 600, I'm an absolute fool. Yeah, we had 1 Kawasaki actually. I can't remember why what the reason was, but we had a reason for not using the Kawasaki's, I can't remember. Yeah, for Super Sport. Ah, yes, of course. Right. Lobby options. We want... Was it 15, Sergio, or 12? And... Oh, I just seen it then. 10 and 15. Yep, 15 it is. Thank you, boys. Thank you. Oh, 15, 15, 15. Tyre wear is on. Physics simulation is free. Transmission free, of course. And I just want to make sure I've got this right before anything happens. Tyre consumption is on. We're going to be racing at 2 PM. Weather is clear. 15 laps. Yes, I think we're good. I'm going to wait for everyone to ready up. Right. It is going to be close now. I think it's going to be a wild one. Well, I must confess, guys, I've enjoyed this very much. I did really want to compete in this one, and the fact that Sergio had made me that excellent McCam's Yamaha livery, I thought it's going to be great to race with these guys, but sitting back and doing the commentary and taking this perspective, for me, is better than racing. I love this. This is my dream, so this is just awesome. Seeing some of the best riders on Ride 4 doing battle in British circuits that I know so well. It's a dream come true, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for this stream, not the other way around. Right, I think I'm good. I'm happy to proceed. If no one readies up, then I know there's an issue. I think the issue with myself is I'm obviously looking at a lot of things at once and I'm missing details. So I think, and of course, Sacred Meerkat, the Hawkeye. For some reason, he seems to spot anything, and then I do. If I ever make a mistake, Meerkat knows, and he always lets me know, which is brilliant. In fact, quite a lot of you do, actually, which is a really nice thing to do. So, Jackhammer in pole. Let's have a quick look at the picture. Yeah, I'm with you there, race boy. That is the dream, isn't it? Commentary is the way. Sacred Meerkat in second with a 122.681. Fernandez 99. Where are you, my friend? There you are. Put you up into third. Sergio 23. It looks like Ferhat just got the better of him. So he goes to fourth. Sergio looks to be in fifth, I think. Double check. 124.460. Yes, that does put Sergio in fifth. Rational. Oh, very close there. So he's actually in his normal spot. Oh, actually, just barely. No, did he? No, he didn't. He's just behind. Yes, of course. Okay, in seventh position. Is that then Sparky Man? It is, on board the Honda. And then from there... Just need to find Perky, Jay and Max. It's a battle between these three now. Perky is in the right spot. Actually, Perky is ahead of Sparky, but my apologies, Perky. And then it is going to be... Which commentary team, though, Dan? Do you mean the Eurosport one or the World Superbike actual one? And that's it. Everyone's in position. Do I have enough time to grab some water? No, we'll wing it. We'll wing it, guys. I've got a Lucozade energy here. That'll do. Come on, Max. I don't dare. I've set up some new British Eurosport. I haven't seen. Yeah, you know what, Dan? I hate bashing any commentators because I want to do it as well, and I know I make mistakes too. But I'm not a big fan of James Toseland. I think he's a bit monotone. I like Greg Haynes, but James Toseland's a bit monotone sometimes. I need to make sure I'm recording this. I set up some new some new widgets on the Stream Deck, and I wanted to make sure it's right, but I'm a little bit nervous about pressing it. I don't want to end the stream, so. And yes, James Tolson is an absolute legend, but I think his commentary is a bit flat sometimes. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hitting the X button. It's time to make a start. It's time to race here in Donington Park GP for the second round of the DrAce BSB Championship. Oh my goodness, who's your money on? I'm nervous here. What's it like for you guys? It must be palpable, the tension. My goodness. Good luck. Just good luck to everyone. Mad Max readied up extremely quickly there. I think he's just ready. He just wants to crack on. He knows what he needs to do. Jackhammer from pole position. I'm going to go for the TV perspective again. It's turn 1. I hope we don't miss anything. We should be good. Well, this is it. Oh, everyone's ready. Oh, goodness me. Look at that. The top 4, Dan, are all double hards. Sergio, a combination of medium and a hard. Rational double medium. The man who's a bit brave. We'll see what happens. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Dawn says go Jack. I say go Jack. I say go everyone. Let's make a start. Round 2 is upon us. Oh, it's Donington Park. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for round 2. Here we go. 3 seconds on the clock. Red lights out. And away we go. Jackhammer, pole position. TV camera is required for this one. Furhat has got a good start on the right hand side there. Is everyone through cleanly? Jack a little bit deep. Furhat rockets the Ducati through. He's up into second place. And he'll try and get through on Jackhammer. But this is the start that the Hammer wanted. Put the hammer down. Jack, it's time for him to shine. Already up into turn 4. Leading the Grand Prix by 4.5 tenths of a second. The gap is extending at this point. Fernandez in second. Meerkat wants to get on through. He's going to go a little bit deep into the right-hander. Meerkat takes over. You know he wants to get through. He is desperate to get back at Jackhammer. We've seen Meerkat dominate the 600s. Is Jackhammer about to dominate the 1000cc? Dan says the door was open. The door was open, but even if it wasn't, Meerkat was kicking it down. He wanted to get on through. Oh, touching the apex is a bit brave. Big cojones from Sacred Meerkat there. There's a quickly flick between the pair of them in this early stage of this Grand Prix. 15 laps here in Donington Park, don't forget, guys. So this is a battle of attrition. Not necessarily needing to blast out to the front, but when Jackhammer's in that lead, it does make you nervous, doesn't it? And speaking of nervous, how is Meerkat feeling? You've got haptic feedback Fernandez behind you. The man whose presence you feel like the rumble on a controller. He's there in third place, just 4 tenths of a second. Oh! Sega Meerkat is down! Something has happened to the 29! Can you believe it? Turn 1 catastrophe for the Sacred One. Well, I did not see that coming at all. Jackhammer leading the way at the front. 1.4 seconds goes the man on your screens right now. Sacred Meerkat, what has happened? I never suspected that. A crash for the number 29 into Redgate. Whoa, massive! What on earth has just happened to Meerkat? What on earth has just gone wrong there? I think the man's just been hit with a massive glitch. What the hell was that? He only basically got onto the curbs just before Coppice and got launched into the air. Gonna have to speak to Meerkat about this one after that. What on earth has gone wrong for the number 29? He's all out of shape there into the blue S's as Jackhammer's up in the front there by 1.5 seconds. Fernandez is having the race that he probably wanted. Furhat in third place. Yeah, we did see the same issue last week, didn't we, Kathy? Yeah, some sort of weird moment where the bike just flips into the air. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Something has happened to our Belgian ace as well. Sergio 23. Dead last now. What has happened to the number 23? He's had a really rough day today. He is currently injured. Cut his finger today cooking. So maybe that is the issue for the man from Antwerp. That's a damn shame for the number 23. But back at the front we'll go. For Jackhammer 67, of course. 1.8 seconds is in it from Fernandez 99. So let's have a look at the... where's the... there it is, the old helmet cam. Isn't it bizarre? This championship is working out. Jackhammer has a mistake in the first race in Alton. He has a mistake in the first race in Donington. And then the tables have turned again from Mirk having a mistake in the second race and Mirk having a second problem in the second race. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The tension in this one was high. It's high for everyone. Fernandez is doing well in second. As Fernandez is currently 1.5 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, I'm getting all over the place with the commentary right now as Furhat goes very firm on the brakes into the Goddard's corner. Turn 12 for the man with the Scorpion Evo helmet. So there is Jay, the number 11. The number I rock for World Superbike, of course, since Axel Bassani is holding on to the number 47. Let's have a look at Mad Max there in 5th place. Great to see the Brazilian, and this time around we don't actually curse him, so that is good. Meerkat's had another problem. Just noticed that the number 29 has got a yellow flash on him once again. Gotta say, guys, this is certainly surprising, isn't it? This is not what we expected in the DrAce BSB Championship. Donington Park, oh, Max, go! Oh, Max. Well, there's nothing that can be done about that one. Ah, that's hard cheese. Unfortunately, Max getting out of shape and completely out of character for him on that particular left-hander. But unfortunately, Rational tried to power is it the Suzuki? It is the Suzuki, and clashed into the back of him. That's a damn shame for Rational. I don't think he deserved that. But there's not much we can really do. Oh, he's a bit deep. You can't outbrake Meerkat into the S's, Rational. Take it easy, my friend. Sacred Meerkat. You've got to think about this now. Plenty of laps in this one for the number 29. There's no reason he can't get through on Mad Max. And there's no reason he can't get through on Jay if he's putting the lap times which we've seen in the qualifying session just a moment ago. And I totally agree, Dan. That was a terrific save from Max. Getting caught on the rumble strip there was certainly not what you want to do, but he held it very, very well. So Rational recovering from that moment into the right, I think it was the left-hander, wasn't it? Just before Starkey's bridge. I think that's where all it went wrong for the German as he clattered into the rear of Mad Max. Once again, I do want to reiterate that that's not Mad Max's fault. There was certainly no penalty be given for that moment. So there is Sparky Man, the number 57 on the Honda, currently doing Long Boy Dan proud to be finishing in the top 8, top 5 in the other race as well. I think Dalton's earned his place to stay if the opportunity is there for him. Damn good player. And a bloody good fella as well, actually. I met him in Birmingham, as I mentioned earlier. Very nice lad. So we'll look at Sergio. He's, what, 7.5 tenths of a second behind the man we just looked at. So Sergio will break firm into the blue S's. The Alpine Stars boot just kisses the tarmac as we get the change of direction. Nice little bit of a wheelie there. Put that on a clip for Sergio. I love that one. As we'll now go into the right-hander. Is this a late lunge from Sergio 23? It's almost a clean lunge. I think it is. Well done from Sergio 23. Brilliantly done for the number 23. But look at Sparky Man. He goes up at the inside as he ran it deep. He has indeed. Classic cutback manoeuvre from the man on board the Aprilia. So we now move back over and through the pack. Mad Max has got the better of... Sacred Meerkat has got the better of Mad Max at this stage of the Grand Prix. Oh, what a time to come on board with the BMW. The S1000 Double R goes hurtling into the grass as he's still a bit nervous upon the acceleration when he gets back on the motorcycle. And Sacred... Oh my God, the pressure. The pressure. Meerkat is lurking. Play the Jaws music if you have it at your disposal. He is coming. He might be wearing an AGV helmet, but you better get him a shark helmet for the next Grand Prix. He's on the roll. He's charging. He's on his way for a top 4 position. He will be seething, though. I don't know what happened to him, and I really hope it wasn't just a stupid glitch that has caused his race to go tits up. Excuse my language, but it really did. It went completely haywire for the number 29, and I really, really hope it wasn't a glitch. I absolutely hate it when things like that happens, and it's completely out of my control as well, which is more frustrating. But number 29 on screen right now goes into Goddard's for turn 12. Keeps it in nice and tight, nice and precise is the number 29, as we'll can never seem to scroll through the cameras correctly on this, but here we go. Excuse me. Into Redgate for turn 1. Smelling the exhaust pipes from the BMW from this perspective. Let's clear away the current graphics so we can get a good look at Meerkat. Look at this, he's already going to go through. Into the left-hand side. Brave and bold, personified for Sacred Meerkat as he goes into the old hairpin and gets over in the front. He's now up into 4th position. 6 seconds is the gap to Furhat. Bear in mind the Panigale V4R ahead of him is an absolute rocket ship. So is Meerkat going to be able to get the job done? Who's that ahead of us? In fact, the rocket ship has landed, but it's crash landed. He's in 3rd place, but he's holding on by the skin of his teeth now after crashing into Coppice. Sacred Meerkat, how do you like that gift? Merry Christmas. It's a bit late from Furhat, but there you go. Can Meerkat close him in? In the slipstream he will get, and we know he's strong going into Melbourne Loop, and then, of course, going into Goddard's. Meerkat could certainly get him. Oh, Furhat out of shape. We don't want to see contact here on the when we get both control of the riders. British top 3 incoming. You're absolutely right, Ricker. Absolutely right. Left-hand side will go. Look at Sacred Meerkat. He's taking that wider apex. Just realised that bloody graphic was left on. I have to pay attention to that from now on. But we're now going into Redgate for the 8th time of asking as the Panigale V4R. The rocket ship is still holding its own at this stage of the Grand Prix. Here we go, though. This is a great camera angle to be on board with. Left-hand side. Does it go around the outside? Oh, not quite close enough yet. But you know he wants to get on through. TV perspective back for us. Will he go into McLean's? It's a good spot to overtake. It's hard to do online, but if there's one man who can do it, it's Sacred Meerkat. And just on cue, goes on through. Aggressive move, but he gets through. A brave, bold, grown man's move from Sacred Meerkat. Fellow compatriot up into the podium to sit at the top with his other 2 championship rivals. Jackhammer in the lead, 5 seconds. The man can cook his tea after this one. He's ready to chill and settle down after this 18-point performance. Brilliant stuff for him. But best if... Excuse me. I made myself laugh. I was going to say, he might be finishing this race 18 points, but he'll also have minty fresh breath with the Airwaves bike. And I don't know why, but that made me laugh. So Fernandez in second. 5 seconds is the difference to Jackhammer. Not going to be close enough for a lunge or anything like that. I think this is going to be a very calm and collected race for the number 99. Still putting in some very fast lap times. But the hectic feedback, no one's feeling it right now. No rumble around him at this stage. The man with the Superman at the back is currently in 2nd place. And this is crucial championship points. He was dealt a bad hand last week. And that was my fault, to be honest with you, with the qualifying session. So I'm glad to see, with a good qualifying, he's right there where he belongs in 2nd place. So brilliant job, Fernandez 99. The long boy Dan replacement, Sparky Man, has just had a moment somewhere on the circuit. I think he's just coming out of Old Hairpin. He must have had a crash or something has gone wrong for the number 57. That is a damn shame. So a quick look behind Sacred Meerkat. It's going to be a big ask to get 14 seconds. I don't think he's going to get better of him. Rational, what's happened to him? Rational's flew down the order. That Sergio pressure is personified once again. And I tell you what, we've got a battle of the aces here. Infighting about to ensue. The 2 moderators in the Discord channel are going to go heck to a handbasket here if Sergio doesn't get through. 1 second is the disadvantage from his previous lap time at Mad Max on the right-hand side. Keep an eye on Max here. Look at the speed of the rocket. Of course, on board. Has Furhat made another mistake? That is Furhat ahead, and he is closer to this position than we would have thought. Quick look at Mad Max. I want to see how his tyres doing. 54-44 respectively for him, and 47-44 for Sergio 23. Is this going to get very close into turn 1? think he got a little bit nervous on the brakes there. I don't think Sergio wanted to make contact with Mad Max. And of course, Max currently on form for a top 6 is the number 57. Furhat has gone down in the distance. Sergio 23 has to position around him. I completely changed the BMW for no reason. And Sergio has got through. Now we have a look from Mad Max's perspective. So now into the right-hand side for the right-hander for McLean's for turn 7. Looks to be that Sergio is pulling away at this stage of the Grand Prix. 10 laps in it, so there's plenty of time for Max to respond. Just don't want to start panicking, don't want to overthink it. Use the strength of the Ducati. Use the speed of that beast of that Italian manufacturing machinery. And maybe you'll fight back against the half Belgian and half Italian Sergio 23. So back over to the front. I must clear the graphic. Well, there's not much to say, to be honest with you, for Jack Hammer in this one. I do feel sorry for not really giving him the camera time he deserves, but when you're leading the way like this, I mean, you've got it in the bag, haven't you? It's a true act of grace and agility. I had a first-hand experience of witnessing it live in the NEC in Birmingham last year when it was at Motorcycle Live. Jack Hammer came out, played Ride 4 with us, and won himself some British Superbike tickets, just like that. Eventual time for the Donington National on the M1000 RR was a 1:01.9. Ridiculous. 1:02.029 there on a PS5 controller he's never used before, and then on the Xbox he gets a 1:01. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. He is a beast. Honestly, Dawn, Jack is a beast. And he's demonstrating it here today. 7 seconds clear from Fernandez 99. I just want to put that in perspective for you guys at home. I have raced Fernandez and Meerkat and have been battered by them. I'm not too bad at this game, but I'm not Jack Hammer. I am certainly not the number 67 who is cruising to victory right now. Oh, brilliant. You gotta love it. You gotta love a performance like this. Might not be the greatest for the fans, but the Lorenzo-esque qualities of Jack Hammer is on display here today. 66,000 of a second. He's on Dream Street. Loving it. Jack Hammer hammering away. So a quick look at Fernandez. Still in second place. I'm going to have a quick flick through the order now to see if anyone is going to be doing a battle anytime soon. Would really like to see some more battles, but it's quite separated this stage of the Grand Prix. There is Furhat 37. Bringing the power on board the MCE Ducati. Once again, another livery masterclass from Sergio 23. He is very busy at the moment with liveries, but I'm sure if you want anything done, you can ask him in the Discord. In the, I think there's a link in the chat, so if you're not joined it, you're more than welcome to have a look. Longboy Dan says Rational and Mad Max. It's still around 1.5. But never say never. Oh, beautiful style there for the 56. Backing it in into McLean's. If there's nothing you can say about Mad Max, is that he is just a legendary man with a lot of style. That was brilliant. Mad Max, take a bow. That was nice. I'll definitely clip that for you, mate. Ooh, crash behind. Ah, the Panigale V4R for Perky not having the race he would have wanted. Not all swings and roundabouts for the number 80. Yes, number 80. I was correct time. Had to question myself there. The Longboy Dan replacement. Number 57. Same number as Andy Yates. Long member of the channel is Andy Yates. Always good to see him in the chat and good to have him in the Discord server. Another moderator of ours in the chat. Well, there's not much to see, is there? I mean, I'm flicking through, but we're just saying there's a beautiful performance from many riders. Oh, we got that horrible glitch again. Touch the rumble strip for me, Meerkat, would you? Thank you. Oh, wait, Jack! Jack Hammer's down! What has happened to the number 67? Is he just trying to make things fair? Is he just trying to make things interesting? Is he watching from afar? What has gone wrong there? The foggy S is not a spot I would expect Jack Hammer to make a small error. I mean, pressure's on, but for 2.5 laps to go, you can't really bet against him. A small error, not what you'd expect. He is silky smooth, Lorenzo-esque, giving Fernandez something to sink his teeth into for the final lap, or at least a penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. So a quick look through and a momentarily moment of excitement and tension, but sadly we aren't going to see anything extra. Yeah, I probably agree with you on that one. Took the curbs too tight. Oh, we are going to see a battle. 0.8 of a second is Ferhat. He's not had the performance that I expected from Ferhat. Don't forget, the man who finished in the podium last time round in Alton was quite superb. Had the rocket start in race 2 in Alton. Now here, yeah, I've just noticed that myself, Dan. I was going to say 24% of the rear, really burning it up, but I'm pretty certain he went for the hard rear. So not entirely sure what's happened to the man on board the Panigale V4R. Oh, never mind. If we did want a battle, we're not going to get it. Rational has gone wide on board the Suzuki and has made a big error. We won't be seeing the Suzuki battling the Ducati anytime soon. In fact, are we? Ferhat going slow? Well, I don't know what's happened here. Ferhat obviously wanted to keep things interesting. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Let's see from Rational's perspective then. Let's see how quick that fight really is down this straight. Firm on the brakes will go. Keep it in nice and tight for the German. Flick it over to the right-hand side and get on the rear of Ferhat ahead of him. The number 37 is under pressure at this stage of the Grand Prix. Can he hold on to 6th? Big championship points if Ferhat wants to continue to battle in the top 3. He needs the points. Every point dropped is another point behind Jack Hammer, Fernandez and Meerkat. You can't afford to fall behind them. It's not what you need. You need to avoid it. So a quick look at the championship standings. Once again, this would be a good chunk of points for Ferhat. Get him around 7 points for the race, so it's important he holds on to the position. 0.2 of a second is the gap at this point of the Grand Prix. This is the final lap of the race. Need to get back over in a moment to see the winner get across the line. Of course, we've seen Seymour Meerkat dominate the 600cc race. Jack Hammer dominating the 1000cc race. We will return back to this in a moment, but we must see our championship leader get across the line and take a double victory. Back to back goes Jack Hammer, 46.58. Do we see a wheelie? He gives us a wheelie. Jack Hammer wins. The Hammer lays the hammer down. Oh, Fernandez gives a big wheelie as well. Meerkat, can we get a triple? Give us a third wheelie. Come on, wheelie. Oh, it doesn't do it. No, not quite what we wanted. Never mind, it's all good. Ferhat holds onto the position. Rational, this is not over yet. This is not over. Sparkyman's had a crash. That's a damn shame for him, but Mad Max will take over the position. Into the Melbourne loop. Change of direction. Oh, contact! Oh, that's forced him to have a massive wheelie. But the Panigale V4R will be strong. On the brakes will go. Is Rational going to do a would-be lunge? Oh, he's just messed it up. Ferhat holds on to 6. Rational, who was brave, but couldn't get the job done. And unfortunately, the race has ended because Jack was just that fast. It forced everyone to miss by a lap. Wow. Well, what a performance. What a race. We have seen some terrific battles today. From race 1 in the 600s to race 2 in the 1000s. God, you can't ask for more than that, can you? Jack Hammer, take a bow. Fernandez, doing well there in second. The difference in the qualifying really made the difference on track for the man on the Panigale S. Seymour Meerkat, unfortunately, disaster. Not able to stay on board the bike after, I think, what was a glitch causing him to crash. I really hope that isn't the case. Let me know in the chat. But Jack, don't worry about the crash, mate. Sensational stuff from you. Dominant. Mum watching at home. Everyone's happy. Everyone can cheer. Get Jack a nice little beverage because he is a 2-time winner here in the BSB Championship for the DrAce one. So guys, I think that's it. I'm going to confirm the times. I'd hate to lose that screenshot just so I can make sure everything is all on board. As far as I'm concerned, again, no penalties to give. There was nothing to really call. So I think brilliant. Really enjoyed that, guys. I hope you guys did too. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed it, and let me know what else you want to see for the season. Now, Ferhat, you'll have to give me a bit of time because Excuse me. I will have to organise all the points again. But if you're in the Discord server, I'll post it in maybe an hour or so. So stick around and I'll make sure the post of the championship position. Sorry about the voice, it's disappearing on me. I'm doing my best, but it's going again. Chest infection still not quite disappeared yet. But guys, really enjoyed that. Big thank you to Surge23 once again. Appreciate all the liveries. Jack, great to have him here. Fernandez, thank you for joining us. Meerkat, Jay, nice to involve Jay in the chat. Recently got involved with the Discord server and is now competing on the BMW and to finish 4th in your debut. I mean, that's damn good. Well done, mate. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, I am sorry to hear that, Meerkat. I did see you took the front into Redgate, which was completely a shock to everyone watching at home. Even the cat was surprised. But, yeah, great racing. I think my favourite part of that was definitely Furhat and Jay giving it everything earlier. It was it's been a brilliant race. Big thanks to everyone. Shout out to Mad Max down there. And shout out to Sparky Man for covering up for Long Boy Dan. I think Sparky should be here to stay. Would be nice to see him stick around for the next one. But Dan will be back. And I guess that's it. So guys, thank you very much for joining the stream. Let me know what you want to see next. If there's anything else I can improve on, we can certainly implement something. But that's been fantastic. And I don't really have anything else to add. Just really enjoyed it. Just absolutely brilliant. So, yes, I agree, Kathy. Thank you for that. That's good to mention. Jack did an epic wheelie across the line. That deserves to be mentioned. It was brilliant. So, guys, I hate to leave you, but I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join the membership, you can do so with something on the channel somewhere. I can soon put a link if anyone isn't able to do so. And I guess that's it. Don't forget to join the Discord as well if you want to keep up to date with all the chat and everything else. Fastest lap of the normal people for Sergio. Tell you, the aliens at front. Wow, actually, in the qualifying, you see the difference in the times. The qualifying, the lap times are a bit all over the place. But here, very, very consistent. Look how close Rational and Furhat's lap times are. 1,000 of a second in it. Thank you, Les. I appreciate that. Les Paul. Thank you, Dan. And yeah, thank you everyone in the chat. Yeah, Sergio, that is mad, isn't it? Maybe qualifying needs to be longer for the 1,000 cc's. We can always discuss that in the Discord server. But yeah, I'm going to go and get some tablets. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, Race Boy. I appreciate that, mate. That's a very nice comment.